There we go. Auto like. Okay. All right. So I've been trying to come up with this idea for a while. Uh, how do you make a gender switch on camera live, but simultaneously so you can dual record at the same time, both male and female, instead of okay. So hands, they were one gender and they want to be the other gender. Cross dressing, temporary, one gender to the other gender. Um, then there's Face App, which I love. You can add smiles, you can add glasses, you can change hair color, um, and then you can change complete gender. So all I have to do is take a picture of me in a dress. It removes the facial hair. It adds like a complexion. It adds a smile because these are yellow and they're kind of not even like this too. Is um, then there's filters. Then you can edit the background out, and then there's Snapchat. And then Snapchat, you can basically live chat with someone, and you can kind of add those filters like the stupid cat and you know different other things. So this hair color is obviously not real. This is blonde. This is strawberry blonde because this was brown originally when I cut it off. I cut my own hair. As you can see, it's not a fade, it's a cut. So I have to cut it, cut it, cut it, and then I just come over. Which, with the left hand, because I use this least, I just have to do that, and it's done. It's like similar to a slick back, but instead you just go and one hand controls the top of the hair because that's all you actually need. Um, but what if I created an app that you could not only live chat with someone in each personality, and I'm talking about like video requests, like basically porn, where okay, so you're watching a porn, right? But there's a guy fucking a girl. Sorry for the language. They're having sex, but instead of his dick, you'd rather see like two vaginas doing a scissor. Um, so what if on my app you could actually just switch his gender to female? It would just basically dub his dick for vagina, add tits, long hair, using gravity effect in the video. Um, Change his voice to a high voice, uh, or fuck it, the other way around. What if you actually saw a porn that you liked, but you wanted two dudes fucking each other, but their dicks were literally intertwining, like one dick was going into the other dick? Because I mean, normally a dick goes into a vagina, so in this sense, it would dub the girl for a guy, and then there'd be a yeah. So and then whatever background you wanted. So let's say the video was inside, and you wanted it outside on a beach, or you wanted it in a public park that you were just at moments ago. So do it, and it wouldn't also use Google Street View, and that was another app I was trying to adapt Google Street View Live, so you wouldn't just see pictures that were taken 3 years ago. You actually see what's going on now. Um, Adaptive webcam focus, and it would actually enables everyone's phone to actually record as is. No matter what phone you're using, you have to also agree to wherever you go, it's recording at all times, audio, visual, and location. So that app would sync with my app, and there's another thing where Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk are also trying to create an artificial intelligence app that is supposed to like kind of take over for live tech support, um, which is kind of hard to do because every time they create an app or a program or code, sorry, I keep burping, keep drinking coffee and just burping and shit. It always fails. Um, I mean, Tesla, cool, boring. Facebook, cool, boring. Um, Face app, awesome. Except then you have to pay to get the little watermark on the bottom right of the picture off. But I noticed, and I've done a lot of face app photos. All I have to wear is like a tank top, short shorts, shave my legs. You see, skinny build, whatever, blonde hair. Take the glasses off, and then I take a selfie. Then I put it on the face app, and it adds a smile. It puts the long hair in. Every time I've analyzed every single face app photo, which I've taken over 100, and every single hair flow is different. So face app is artificial intelligence, pretty much, because what it does is it extracts photos that are the exact angle of your selfie from the internet, from any celebrity, and then it duplicates it onto you as you are, wherever you are, as you are whenever you took the selfie. The smiles are almost perfect, except there's no center to front teeth. It's always offset. Like Tom Cruise. There's always, I mean, this one is like right over here. It's not, there's not two in the middle. This one, see, this one is set back a little bit. The only bottom tooth is set back, so when I talk, like if I don't have the lighting coming in, it looks like I'm missing a tooth. Um, so in the selfies, they're white teeth, yes. Perfect smile, yes. But they're offset every single time, unless I do a straight photo. And then, well, the lips, fine. Fade, fine. Removal of facial hair, fine. Aging, perfect. Hair, like I said, it's always different every single time. But I'm looking for, an, I want to create an app that actually enables a request. So I'm talking on Facebook to a friend, and he's kind of horny, but he's my male friend, and he's not interested in me as a male. He's not gay, but he just says, you know what? I'm a little drunk right now. What if you were just a chick? And I'm like, okay, switch. You just switch to female, and it would put every feature that he requested in: brunette, perfect smile, big tits, kind of heavy set. Let's say 200 pounds. Let's say dark skin, maybe Latino. I'm not being racist or anything. I'm just giving an example. So he puts in his preferences for the request. So all he has to hit is a button on the left, which is like your preference button as he's live recording, and it slides down and it says request. And then if you accept the request, now he can request anything he wants to see at all. So he can also record this, and it allows for SD card storage. So now it doesn't matter if you're a guy with a big beard, like afro, like beady eyes, wears glasses. No, my app is his preference now. So I accepted his request. Now so you see blonde hair with glasses, normal eyes, gray, slate gray, which is like a faded blue. Slate gray is similar to blue, but like very dull blue. Um, Nose perfect. Teeth crooked and yellow from smoking and drinking a lot of coffee. Um, Also, there's more tits up here. So he wants to see someone who's a little bit gained like 50 pounds because I weigh about 140, 145. Um, so now he's seeing what he requested because I accepted the request. Not like a friend request. This is like a live chat, but also dual recording. So as he's recording the video, it's also compressed into MKV, which on normal phones is like Android MP4. So he can even request that instead of the cigarette that I'm smoking, it's a blunt. That the background there's this stuff behind me isn't there. It's let's see, I'm sitting in a resort hotel waiting room, and there's like people going by me, or no, how about this? An airport. So he requested the background be an airport waiting area, and the person he's talking to is me, but he requested a brunette, long hair, Latino, heavy set, but like I said, 200 pounds. Actually, that's not heavy set. That's actually perfect weight. I'm 5'11", so, and he could even request the height, um, the language I'm speaking. So if I'm speaking English right now, English American, he could request that I speak Puerto Rican. Um, I don't mean to pronounce it that way. It's just that's Puerto Rican. It's just personally, I have schizotypal. If you type it in, it's schizo typal, Typal. Basically, I just take everyone else's personalities and I create my own personalities, so I can create multiple personalities for my own self in certain situations and scenarios. So, what I was thinking of an app that would actually be almost like my brain. I also created the sorry, right? I also created the infinite multi boot operating system, which basically boots your computer into an, whatever operating system you want it to adjust for the program or situation that you're prepared for. So I'm creating an app that actually simulates that exact thing. So, okay, going back. So then he says, take off your clothes. And actually, I don't have to. All I have to do is like pretend to remove some clothing, and the whole thing just comes off. Now these big tits flop out. Like, okay, well, that's even better. I can pretend to play with my tits, even though they're not there. Artificial intelligence. A program literally made for the person requesting it. There's another program I'm also creating that actually simulates the exact search result you're looking for, unless there's an actual search result you're looking for. So I'm looking for a hypothetical cast of Suicide Squad if it didn't include the actual cast of Suicide Squad. So I'd say, what if Morgan Freeman played Deadshot? What if Angelina Jolie played Harley Quinn? What if Will Smith actually played Killer Croc? What if? And then you'd enter in all these denominations of variables, and it would give an actual output of an actual movie, and then you could watch that movie with actors that you actually wanted to see in the film, instead of watching the film and just being like, yeah, obviously he's playing him, obviously he's playing him, obviously he's playing him, blah, and she's, oh, no, she's fine. Boring, 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 boring. And who's the director? And then you could choose who's the director, and then it would recreate the whole film depending on your actual search inquiry in the first place. Has nothing to do with the actual outcome of a physical film that happened. So, in order to achieve this, your viewing experience would have to be live right after you search for it. Live or search for it. Now, in order to achieve that, it would have to be there's a thing on like Chrome browser called incognito mode, and the only reason I'm talking at this angle is because every time I look up here, there's a reflection. All right, take the glasses off, and I can't see. Oh, that's fine. So the app is the new artificial intelligence app for live streaming and request on demand, with an exception from the third party host, which actually is second party because it's the actual person you're kind of texting and like chatting with at the same time. So instead of like, okay, I was chatting with someone the other night. He was drunk. I was drunk. Um, he got bored of his girlfriend really quickly. But by chatting with me, he saw a familiar feature of a female that he used to date because of the way, one, I talked, two, that I kind of look like without the glasses. So I was like, well, I mean, there's Face App. You take a selfie of someone, and then I upload those pictures. He's like, holy shit, yeah, I wouldn't chat with her. I'm like, but you can't. I can only send you pictures of the selfies. And then there's the other thing of movies. So I thought, well, what if you could watch a movie with exactly the actors or anyone? Let's say you wanted your family in an older movie like Chevy Chase's Vacation to Florida or Christmas Vacation, European Vacation. Okay, so let's say you wanted your actual family, you wanted to watch your actual family to be the cast of European Vacation of Chevy Chase. and your dad was Chevy Chase. With my app, you can. And figure it out. It wouldn't actually infiltrate your data. It basically would take requests from all over the internet, and with granted permission by you, it would access similar apps and accounts that would have that kind of info on it. And then it would extract that data, biometrically scan every single possible piece of data with a snap of a finger, and say, your family's now the cast of Chevy Chase's European Vacation. Would you like to watch it now? Play. So, I know it would be kind of weird. I did this a couple times in multiple video games where I recreated myself, like exactly how I was or how I've been. Because I'm also Presso Changeho, which is a Donald Duck character, a 1960 something comic. Um, I can switch, and Switch is another whole thing altogether. And that's actually the name for it, Switch. No, Twitch. Twitch is live streaming of pretty much video games and whatever you're doing online. My program and app would actually put pretty much the entire internet in one app. Yeah, Jim Beam Honey. Smooth, tight, does the job. Um, the entire app would literally just, it'd be another way of live streaming, because every time I install Snapchat on my phone, it takes up way too much data. Data as in like storage space, not data like I'm streaming or anything, because I use Wi-Fi. But it also does take up streaming data, which is ridiculous because of the low resolution quality you see on Snapchat. Um, this would actually allow you to use your normal data. Basically, I'd have servers similar to Google that would send your data in high definition offline through your normal network provider. It would compress that data. When it sends a package to your phone would extract that data. Also, the other app, not app, actually, it was a storage capability unit, not unit, com- compression. If you can comprehend compression capability, instead of sending a gigabyte of a file to someone else on data, it was able on a server. You send that data. It would the server would compress the data, so you'd actually only be sending a megabyte, not a gigabyte, of data. The server would save that file, then immediately then delete the file to the third party, which on the other end would uncompress the data, which would be exactly a gigabyte. So you could watch whatever movie you wanted to, but you get an infinite amount of data because if you only signed up for a gigabyte of data and you send a gigabyte video file to some your friend and he only has a gigabyte of data, you're both losing a gigabyte. The other thing is decompression only in code. So it would just basically just because data is not a physical thing. You can't hold data in your hand. You can't hold digital data in your hand. So therefore, it shouldn't be megabytes, gigabytes, terabytes, petabytes. Um, it's just a cigarette. Um, it's all code. So I actually figured out why Tesla figured out wireless data transfer. And actually, I figured out wireless data transfer and energy consumption and recharge. Every tower that ever existed can recharge your phone. Okay, so you've been calling someone for like 5 hours today, your battery dropped to 70%. You were using the music player for like 2 hours today, grooving to music, but it dropped another 10%. You are on Facebook, your screen's totally bright. I have auto brightness. Oh, and I duplicated a phone. No cracks. No cracks. And if you notice, it's the exact same phone. I created another technology beyond Tesla, beyond Edison. The towers would wirelessly, if they can send data, they can charge your phone. Tesla created the similar technology, except he was more extreme. He wanted to charge towers and lighthouses and networks of towns based on just loose electricity, except I figured out the same technology that is actually able to send the data to your phone. Just swipe down, two swipes, can actually send the power to your phone to charge. I have a wireless 10,000 milliamps wireless dual charging yada yada thing I got off of Walmart. Actually, I bought from Walmart for $7. This thing can wirelessly charge two devices at the same time. Plus, it wirelessly charges another device on top of it. And I don't get the point of the suction cups. Um, it makes no sense. What am I going to stick it to my window? Oh, uh, so what if? And these what ifs aren't theoretical. These what ifs aren't hypothetical. These what ifs are what I'm saying right now. These what ifs are going to happen in the future because I'm going to make it happen. I keep drinking these because it kind of tones me down. Sorry. Like besides that, I'm in. forget it. I'm having digestive problems recently. For the last month, actually a month and a half. Ever since I went to Rhode Island, we did the trip to the beach, and they drove over 100 miles an hour on the highway, and I'm still surprised we haven't got a ticket. Um, Blast through every toll booth, uh, except everyone with me was exactly like me. So, what are you gonna do? For $4.50, charge it. No, no, I can't charge your card if I don't have your card. No, no, charge me. Have a police officer follow me behind, and when we get there, charge me. We're not going to do that because exactly. What I like to say is, fuck off. Literally, dude. No, no, hold on, hold on. Personally, dude, fuck off. And they're like, oh, oh, go on your way then. I'm like, okay, yeah, exactly. Cool. Whatever. Um, but yeah, back to the app itself. Free to download, free to access. It would actually enable you to via Facebook, VK, Snapchat, Instagram. What are the other ones? Pinterest, Tumblr. Yeah, is Tumblr a thing anymore? I don't even know. Uh, I'm not feeling my feet. Shoes off. Oh, I guess it's weird feeling my feet. Oh, sometimes. Okay. Cool. Oh, that's right. Today's forecast is going to be above 75, around 78. Um, the current temperature when I went outside prior was about 65, almost 70. With the sun, feels like 75. So with the predicted forecast, it's dry. Plus the sun would add about. Sorry, uh, it's annoying for myself. It's like I said, it's intestinal. I'm supposed to sit up straight. Shit, more left. Um, Before we do that, let's roll a cigarette. Doesn't matter how many nips I've had, I can always do this perfectly every single time. I have actually no idea why. Grab the rest of the bag, roll it up, one hand, roll. Oh, fuck it. Also, you gotta remember I'm schizotypal. Look that up on Google, you figure it out. This just points out too many times. It's actually a perfect cigarette. Hold on. Less tobacco this time. Even. Pack. Roll. Right. Okay. There we go. I was just thinking, like, if I can think like a cigarette, if I've already done an infinite boot operating system, which is based off of the most stable operating system for Windows, and I'm using a Chromebook to do all this, I'm able to clone a phone to look exactly like the other phone. You cannot tell the difference. Then I can definitely create an app that can literally request on demand, make you look exactly like whoever you want. And Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk are working on a similar project, which is supposed to be the artificial intelligence for the new world. But without me, they have no idea what they're doing. Yeah, one, SpaceX, Tesla, and the other one is Facebook. But what if you added me? I can't go to the same liquor store because I made a deal with the guy that I can't go there more than once to get liquor. I can go there to get sodas. I can go there to get tobacco, and then I just have to figure out where the other liquor stores are. And there's like 5 around me, so do that. But like the app, you wouldn't need to do all that shit. You wouldn't need to keep transferring to apps. It would be an all-in-one app. When you request and they accept, you select the filters. They become whoever you want them to be. And that's it.